hockey fans, Greg Feltham here with you for tonight's game. Dartmouth taking on East Hants out here in East Hants tonight. We're coming off a game last week in Chiboucto that, if I remember correctly, ended up being a tie game, but we'll see how tonight goes. Dartmouth in their blues tonight, East Hants in their yellows, and we'll be getting ready to get started here in a moment. Let's go through tonight's lineup for your Dartmouth Whalers team. On defense, number 2, Cannon Baisley. Forward and assistant captain, number 3, Eli Peters. Forward and assistant captain, number 4, Keegan Walker. On defense, number 5, Javi Hirart. On defense, number 6, Miles Casey Tanner. Forward, number 7, Matty Hirart. Number 8, assistant captain, Isaiah King on defense. Number 9, forward, Evan Eustace. Number 10, forward, Caleb Riggs. Number 12, forward, Zach Miller. Number 13, forward, Sam Ingram. Number 16, the captain, forward, Logan Walker. On defense, number 17, Aiden O'Regan. And on defense, number 19, Thane Day. In net tonight, starting number 30, Oliver Feltham, backed up by number 1, Josh Potty. Teams taking the warm-up here now. Just waiting for things to kind of get situated here. Trying to make a last-minute change there. Apologies for the dead air. Dartmouth now currently sitting in the Central Minor Hockey League. Oh, sorry, we got our French qualifying up. We don't have games yet. Dartmouth currently setting 6th, tied with Halifax Black at 27 points. They can move into 4th overall tonight with a win here, taking over from Bedford Gold, a team that they played last Monday night, and of course in the semifinals of that Norseman tournament out in PEI. Shout out to Nick Finney out there listening to us here from Bedford. Nick used to be a coach out here in East Hants, and he's predicting a big 7-0 win here for Dartmouth tonight. Let's see if Nick is right. Cole Harbour leading the league right now in first place with 39 points. Sackville Orange with 34. Bedford White with 32. Bedford Gold with 28. Halifax Black at 27. Dartmouth at 27 in 6th place. Eastern Shore on their heels with 25. Tassa Orange behind them with 24. That's the top 8. Still waiting for the home team to sign off on their game. Dartmouth here prepping for face-off here tonight. We'll get the starting lineup here. We know Feltham will be in net. It will probably be Walker, Peters, followed by, I'm going to guess, O'Regan and King on the backside, but let's see what Coach Jeff lines up on the defense tonight. Looks like number 1 in net for East Hants, still waiting for their info to populate here in the system. Dartmouth in their blue, East Hants in their yellow. So I'm wrong. It's going to be Miller with Eustace and Matty, with O'Regan and Casey Tanner as the starting lineup here tonight. We'll get going here now. We are live. East Hants winning this face-off. Trying to stay onside. They do. Dartmouth now back to center. Maddie hacking away at it from Foster there. Maddie sending it into the zone. No, it's turned back. He's Hants now. Turning back the other way with it. Maddie has it go off his stick and into the zone. Miller and Eustace now gone low. Eustace with some speed. Miller goes down awkwardly into the boards. He's okay. Maddie trying to break this play up. Dartmouth skating hard here tonight, which is great. They had a great practice on Saturday. So hopefully some of that will translate over here tonight. Dartmouth sends it into the East Hants end, and I'm going to do a quick change here, at least on a few of their forwards. Walker out here now. Dartmouth getting back to it. Casey Tanner being chased around the back of the net to O'Regan. O'Regan trying to get it to Peters. Two East Hants players collide. Keegan now trying to keep it outside, as is Casey Tanner. And we got a penalty being called here against East Hants. And we've got a roughing call with 8:46 remaining here in the first period. We do now have the lineup in for East Hants. Number 12, Camden Sheridan going to the box here. In net tonight for East Hants, number 1 at Bentley Bickford. Face off now. Peters, Walker out here now. Face off. Won by Dartmouth. Keegan back to the point. Shot by King. Save by Bickford. Baisley trying to hold it in there. Back to the blue line to Baisley. Baisley fans on that shot. And East Hants is going to clear that length of the ice. Feltham out of his net trying to settle that. Goes by him. And King back here now to pick this up. King head to Logan. Eli to Keegan. Keegan receives that pass. Keegan looking to drop it to Logan, but blocked. Keegan in the corner. Puck goes behind the net to Eli. Eli out front, bounce, deflected through the blue ice. East Hants sends it down the ice. Feltham's gonna stop this. Baisley now picks this up. He thought about playing that there. Ahead to Keegan. Keegan to Logan. Logan gonna try to. Logan gets pulled down. Feltham to the bench. Extra attacker out. East Hants is going to touch up, and we're going to get a minute 52 as a 5-on-3 here. Two minutes for the trip here. Number 16, it looks like. So that's going to be. Now it must be. Now it's 10. Apologies. Simon Bitar going to the bench. 7:38 remaining here in the first. 5-on-3 here for Dartmouth. Won by Miller. But East Hants sends it down the ice. Feltham not cleanly playing that. Puck goes behind him. Day coming back for it. Day ahead to Riggs. Riggs can't handle it, and East Hants sends it back. Day's going to try this again. 35 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Up the boards to Riggs. Riggs can't play it. East Hants sends it back. Day now takes it to center. Ingram doesn't play that well. Doesn't get much on it. Riggs now out front through the blue ice. Ingram wide. Coming back to the point to Havy. Havy back into Riggs. Riggs now out front. Miller can't really corral that. East Hants. That's up and out. And they're thankfully they don't do delay a game on that like they would in the NHL. 6 seconds left in the 5-on-3 here for Dartmouth. Chance for a quick face-off win. Peters out here now with Maddie and Eustace. I forgot to mention earlier, Hudson Hall not dressed for Dartmouth tonight. To the blue line and out. Casey Tanner sends it back in. Dartmouth trying to tag up. Peters working there on the side. O'Regan and Eustace managed to get it. Maddie now pulling away. One man left to beat. Maddie around the poke check. Shot, save, and a cover. Nice job by the East Hants goalie. 6:22. Bickford with a good save there. 45 seconds remaining in the penalty to Vitar. Hope and the feed is coming in nice and loud. Guys, we're on Wi-Fi here. We thought we were going to hardwire in, but there's a problem with the line there, and we couldn't get internet on it, so hopefully this is coming through okay. Back to the blue line and out. O'Regan wasn't there to hold it in there on the far side. O'Regan now blocks the entry to the Dartmouth end. Tries to pass over to Casey Tanner. Casey Tanner doesn't control it. O'Regan now going to pick this up. O'Regan ahead. Dartmouth now. It's Peters coming out. Peters and Maddie. Dartmouth going to be short shifting on centers here tonight with Hull at the lineup. Maddie back to the blue line to O'Regan. O'Regan's got a bullet shot and can't connect on net there. East Hants. Thanks, Natalie. Let me know it's coming through okay. Around the back of the net. And penalty is over, as Feltham indicates. Dartmouth couldn't capitalize on that 5-on-3. Cannon Baisley now coming into the zone. Goes off his stick. He didn't manage to get that on net. Maddie back there low. Maddie turns that over. Keegan Walker now with it on his backhand. Walker shot just missed the far corner. Maddie now in the corner. Maddie turns it over. King sends it back, at least for a moment. East Hants trying to clear this puck out. They do. Baisley now stops that. Baisley trying to get it into the East Hants end. Runs into some legs. Keegan now coming into the zone. Poke check back. Baisley now on his backhand to Logan. Logan to Keegan. Keegan shot. Glove save by Bickford with that beauty there. 4:49 remaining here in the scoreless first period. Face off, won by Dartmouth. Keegan back to Cannon. Baisley. Baisley from the line, wide of the net. King now around the back trying to get it to Miller. Miller has it go by him. Miller looking to get it to Walker. Can't. Walker now turning back. Logan, the captain. Baisley now has to save that from the point and send it back in. Miller up to... Sorry, that's Logan to Miller to Baisley. Baisley off a body, doesn't make it in the zone. And East Hants is going to send this length to the ice. And Feltham rightly indicates that icing with 4:04 remaining. Okay. Looks like we are running about 20 seconds off live on a Wi-Fi. That's not terrible. Face off now. One by Eli back to Javi. Day shot tipped and that goes in. Dartmouth manages to tip that in. I think Riggs managed to get a piece of that. We'll wait for the official here. Dartmouth up 1-0. 3:57 left to go in the first period. Face off. One here by Dartmouth. Riggs shows the open wing. No one there. East Hants going to enter the zone. Riggs now lifts the stick. Managed to come away with it for a second. Peters trying to get this out of the zone. Maddie over to Day. Day trying to get it ahead to Ingram. Ingram. Riggs stays onside. Ingram to Peters. Peters turns it over. Gets it back to Javi. Day looking high. Almost a bit of a knuckleball shot there. East Hants going to try to run with it now. Ingram breaks that up as is Day. Day up the boards, back to center. Into the East Hants end. Riggs in pursuit. Javi trying to block entry there, and they do. East Hants got to tag up as Ingram goes back for it. Ingram now trying to get this puck to Peters and out. Peters tries to get it to Riggs as Peters peels off. Riggs now into the East Hants end on his knees trying to make the play. Eustace has to send that puck back. Dartmouth tags up. 2:43 left. Maddie picks off that pass from East Hants. East Hants going to try it again into the slot and out. O'Regan back here now. Casey Tanner ahead. Miller with a tip there, icing waved off. 2:23 left. Maddie and Eustace trying to make the play there. O'Regan back checking, goes behind him. Casey Tanner back for it now, lifting a stick. Puck's behind the net. Ingram around the boards, trying to get it up to Maddie to get out. Turn back. East Hants now in the slot. Back to the blue line. Shot. Tried to tip it. Feltham's out of position. And goal there. 152. Wasn't tight to the... Didn't have his edge sealed. Breakdown there by the defense. And now we're in a tie game here. The goal for Dartmouth, they've credited today, assisted by Riggs. We'll get East Hants' goal here in a moment. Dartmouth stays onside. They send it in. 1.5 or so left in this one. This first period. East Hants now trying to bring this puck up and out. Stopped by Baisley and sent back. King now trying to make a play to break this up. King now with it. Back to Logan. Logan in the zone. Logan trying to get it to Eli. Eli now. Peters trying to get it to the other Walker and can't. Keegan now with it on the side. 55 seconds left. And we got a penalty call here. A roughing call against, looks like number 10 as Cannon Baisley goes down. Is Simon Bitar with a rough. Dartmouth here has 51.8 seconds to make something happen. Miller to take this face off. Face off one. King back. Cross ice to Baisley. Baisley. Shot tipped high. Ingram in there now trying to break this up, or trying to make the play. But East Hants sends it down the ice. King in pursuit. And Dartmouth looking for a call there against 25. Cross check to the back and no call there. Miller now. Gonna make them pay on the score sheet maybe? Nope. Riggs now gonna try. 14 seconds left. Ingram's open for the back door. 8 seconds. Dartmouth needs a shot here. Tipped and just misses the far side. And that'll do it here for period number 1. I'm sure Coach Jeff will be calling the referee over here now to ask for clarification as to why that blatant cross check was not called there against the boards. Or at least I would expect, but maybe not. East Hants goal scored by number 12, Camden Sheridan, assist by number 5, Liam Casey. 1:52 remaining in the first. Dartmouth with 1:09 left in the power play here to start the second. All right. Around the league tonight, Bedford Blue and Cole Harbour currently in progress. Cole Harbour beating Bedford Blue 1-0. Tassa Black currently in the lead over Eastern Shore 2-1 in the second. And earlier, Bedford White this game's still in progress. Bedford White 4-1 ahead of Shabukto Green right now. So a bunch of games in the league running right now concurrently. Face off, one here by Dartmouth. Maddie trying to bring this in. Javi coming back for it. Javi now trying to get it ahead to Hustis. Turns it over. Peters now coming back for it. 50 seconds left in that. Javi ahead to the blue line, not out. East Hants now got a pressure here. Trying to get a shot in. They can't. Turned away. Maddie trying to get this ahead. East Hants coming back into their zone trying to pick this up. Around an icing is waved off as one, East Hants in the penalty box, and two was tipped. So East Hants now with a great chance out front, and Felton with the save. Dartmouth now trying to relieve pressure. They're on the power play allegedly here, but this is all East Hants. 9 seconds left. Scared to see what they're going to be at 5-on-5 here because they are all over the ice 4-on-5. Day now out. East Hants back to even strength. Day in, shot, rebound, and behind the net. I thought that was in. Nice save by Bickford there. Peters to Logan. Logan with a play down off of Bickford's helmet. Logan up to Javi. Back to Logan. Logan with a nice move there out of the corner. Logan behind the net. Over to Eli. Sorry, that's to Keegan. Day tries to set it in off of a shin and out. And Day's going to take a penalty there. As they almost score with a deflection there. Day's going to get a hook for 8:01 remaining. And I'm getting a little nervous here. Walker's going to stay out. Logan. Keegan is coming in. Sorry. Must have been Eli coming out. Dartmouth up the boards. Logan trying to get this out. Logan in the zone. Logan looking for some room. Logan has his puck lifted and sent to the corner. Keegan now fighting for it here on the near boards. Puck comes to the slot. Logan is back checking here now at center. East Hants sends it in zone off the back of the net. Casey Tanner not to it first. Casey Tanner now with it. Casey Tanner loses it. Puck's into the slot again. Logan gonna go. Logan and Keegan. Cross ice to Keegan. Keegan gonna try here. The shorthanded. Logan's out front. Goes off a leg. Or goes off a stick, sorry. Keegan couldn't get the pass to Logan. Riggs now got to pick this up. At least for a second. Keegan now trying to lift it back in. Low. Casey Tanner and O'Regan. Casey Tanner looks tired there. O'Regan has a player bounce off him. O'Regan now doesn't get that out of the zone. Riggs now harassing his player. Keegan trying to harass his. Keegan's going to draw a trip. This should be a double penalty, one for each side there. There's a second trip that the ref is going to ignore. 37 seconds remaining. Keegan Walker going to the box. And they'll have a 37-second 5-on-3 here for East Hants. And honestly, the way Dartmouth has started this, I'm nervous. for Dartmouth here in this 5-on-3. King with Riggs and Baisley. Won by East Hants. Baisley to the blue line and out. Riggs is going to go and play high here. Riggs going to try to pick this up. Baisley sends it back to center. Riggs is go off his skate. 18 seconds left. The first penalty. Puck's behind the net. East Hants out to the slot, and that goes in with 9 seconds left. East Hants ahead 2-1. And Day's penalty proves costly. 1:32 here left in Keegan's. Ingram, Riggs out here now with King and Baisley. Ingram sends that puck in. Riggs now trying to break that play up. Riggs loses that. Riggs now shot wide of the net. Puck bounces low. Riggs going to pick this up again. Trying to get this back up to the point. Riggs is harassed there. Dartmouth looking for a call. Head contact, no call. I don't know what game this ref is watching, but this is the kind of refereeing we get every time I've been to East Hants. I swear to God. Ingram around the back of the net. 43 seconds left in Walker's penalty. Puck lifted ahead of King. Baisley, cross-ice pass to Hustis. Ingram's going to go. Ingram's going to try to get to this. East Hants now with it. And they're going to send this in. Icing should be the call. Dartmouth clears the puck up and out. Maddie trying to break this up. Hustis now at center. King now fires it off the linesman. King now lifts it back to center. Maddie trying to break away with it. Hustis now trying to pick this up. Keegan's coming to the bench. Penalty over. Maddie in the zone. Miller out here now. Maddie looking for Miller. Miller's out front. Nope, back to Havy. Shot with no zip on that, and that's blocked. East Hants coming the other way. Day here now. Up the boards to Maddie and out. East Hants is offside. Day now looking. Hustis can't corral this. Dartmouth now trying to head to Miller. And we got a penalty call here. Body checking against number 9. We'll take a face-off here. Peters taking this face-off. Walker out there as well. Peters back to Logan. Back to O'Regan. O'Regan holds it. Keegan to Logan, and that doesn't take long. 7 seconds tick off the clock. Dartmouth now tying this game with 3:40 remaining. Dartmouth needs to capitalize on these opportunities because God knows they're not going to get any in this one. Peters with Keegan and Logan still out here. Casey Tanner and O'Regan. East Hants winning the face-off. Retreating back behind their net. Logan trying to break this up. Keegan now with it. Keegan looking to Eli Peters. Peters couldn't get it. O'Regan, hold, shot, save Bickford. Nice job. 3:23 remaining. get a face-off here. To the right of, or sorry, to the left of Bickford. Miller, Riggs and Ingram out here now on the front end. Defense stays the same. Miller, back to O'Regan. O'Regan, back to Casey Tanner. Casey Tanner to the corner. Riggs now loses this puck. East Hants coming out. Dartmouth sends it back in. Riggs now going to try to break this up and can't. O'Regan now at center. O'Regan going to try to lift this in. O'Regan's coming in with him himself. This is enough of this. O'Regan to the slot. Riggs tries to tip that. And so close. Ingram back on defense for O'Regan, at least temporarily. Goalie is going to get a penalty here as Riggs gets attacked by the penalty. The goalie for head contact. Give us 4, ref. Give us 4. 4-minute ref. Who's serving it? That should be a 4. Let's see what we're getting. Two minutes. It's about what I expect here. That's a 4-minute head contact. Ref is down having a chat with the goalie, but that 100% is a definition 4-minute head contact. And I think we're looking for an explanation here from the coaches as to why that wasn't a 4-minute call. Face off, won by Peters. Back to King. King trying to get it on net. So, thanks, Nick, for letting me know. Looks like the score sheet is wrong. Need be will get that fixed from Central Minor, but they've put it on the wrong side. Shot tipped. There by Maddie, trying to bring that down. Eustis there. Back to Baisley. Baisley shot and tried to hit that outside corner. Up to the blue line, held by King. Shot, that almost shattered a stick there. Around the back of the net. Up and down the ice. Feltham going to settle this. Out front, off of Peters and almost in the open side. East Hants going to hold it at the blue line for a second. Peters now sends it in. Minute 35 left in this period. Walker now and Keegan. Logan and Keegan out front. Maddie tried to tip there. 35 seconds left in the goalie's penalty. Ahead. Shot in and blocked by Day. Day kicks it ahead. Day gets pulled down. Logan trying to get it to Keegan. 15 seconds left in this power play. Keegan tries to pick it up loose. And a quick whistle here by the ref. And Keegan gets sent down and the bench is incensed. The fans are incensed. And no call on the play. "57 seconds remaining. And 10 seconds left in the power play. Back to Havy. Havy over to Day. Day looking to Miller. Miller down low to Keegan. Logan lifts and save. And that does it for the penalty. 41.7 seconds left. Face-off won by Dartmouth. Miller back to Logan. Havy now to Logan. Logan back to Havy. Havy back to Logan. 30 seconds left. Logan to Keegan just wide. Miller trying to get this puck. Keegan now with it. Keegan on the boards. Keegan gets turned back. Up to the blue line and out. Dartmouth's got a tag up. Hits the ref. They're good. East Hants going to break out of the zone. Day now trying to break this up. 4 seconds left. Out front. Tip to the corner. And that does it for period number 2 here. Well, we're going to break here. Cole Harbour still ahead 2-0. Eastern Shore and Tassa Black will be a tie game. Bedford White beating Shabukto Green 5-1 to final that game. And the Cole Harbour game appears now to be either late in the second or into the third. Our game is showing 3-1. It's a 2-2 game, but the timekeepers have messed this up royally. Face off, one here by Dartmouth. Ingram now in the zone. Casey Tanner shot. Riggs going to try to tip that and can't. Riggs gets it loose out front. Ingram now on his backhand trying to get it in. Peters trying to get it in. Peters lifts it just high. Riggs now tries to get that. Casey Tanner sends it back. East Hants now to the open wing. Ingram going to come in for it. Ingram can't hold it in. East Hants now to center, and Ingram picks this up. Ingram. Riggs and Peters going in. Ingram. Shot. Oh, just missed the outside. Casey Tanner with it now. Sends it back. Ingram trying to prevent that puck from coming out and can't. East Hants coming with numbers the other way. Feltham with the save. Ingram in low. Or sorry, it's O'Regan in low. His stick held. And we're going to get a penalty call here. 2 minutes for holding the stick. Number 5 going to the bench. He's arguing the call here with the ref. Face-off won by Dartmouth. King now. Shot. Maddie tries to tip it. Puck's low behind the net. East Hants trying to clear this out. Baisley holds that in. Miller coming back for it. Miller now. Looking. Miller waiting. Back to King. King sends it back in low. Miller going to try it out front again. Nope. To Baisley. Baisley shot and Bickford with the save, 8-18. And Coach Jeff yelling down to his players, not liking the lack of shots there from down low. Face off, one here by Dartmouth. King, shot wide. Eustace going to come over and try to play this. Eustace now back to the slot. Maddie coming over to the near side to pick this up. East Hants to the boards and held by King. King sent it back low. Is by Maddie. They're going to send it back to the open wing again. Eustace now. A little bit of catch back and forth. Coming back to Baisley. Baisley holding it. Turning it over. No, so did East Hants. Eustace now. Shot wide. King now. On net. Tipped. Loose and cover. 7:35 remaining. And 47 seconds left in the power play for Dartmouth. Still waiting for someone to realize that the game sheet is wrong. Face off one here. Keegan up to Logan, and that's going to be a goal. 3-2 power play. And hopefully now the timekeeper will realize, oh crap, I've really screwed up the game sheet. Unsportsmanlike conduct for number 5. He's being tossed from the game. East Hants is going to lose Liam Casey for the remainder of this one due to an unsportsmanlike conduct. 7.5 left to go in this game. Dartmouth now up 3-2. Keegan in the zone. Shot saved Bickford. Day now with it at the blue line. Shot. Walker trying to make the play. And in. Walker holds it. Walker loses it there in the slot. East Hants coming out. Logan now sends it back to Day. Off East Hants sick. Day tries this pass to Keegan to Logan. Logan on his backhand to Keegan. Keegan back to Logan. Logan looking. Shot wide. Wraparound attempt from Keegan, and Keegan puts this in. There's Dartmouth's 4th goal. Timekeeper still has it a 3-2 East Hants game. Still doesn't see that he made a mistake in the second. Miller taking his face off. 6:44 remaining. Clock's off by a couple seconds. We'll fix that in a moment. East Hants sending it out. Havy now sends it back in. Oh, Riggs now off the wall. Havy has to get by him. Ingram's coming back for it. Miller and Ingram there. Riggs now sends it out of the zone. East Hants going to dump this in and tag up. Day coming back. And that's down the ice for an icing call, 6:02. And again, the timekeeper is completely confused here as the board here is still showing 3-2 Dartmouth when it's a 4-2 game. And can't figure it. What? I have no idea. He's sending in Potty. He looks to have an equipment issue. Okay, Potty is going in for a moment. Okay, now he's got the board right 4-2. Maybe he can update his Grey J now and get the game sheet right. Potty coming in relief of Feltham here with what appears to be an equipment issue. Riggs now trying to get this puck out front. East Hants now in center. Ingram picks this up. Ingram in the zone. Ingram Loses that puck there, at least for a moment. Tries to get a shot on. Ingram picks it up again. Ingram. Miller picks this up. Miller. Wheeling, dealing, backhand just wide. Riggs now. Riggs to the slot. Ingram shot, and Bickford with the big save. Feltham still out of his net. Face off one here by Dartmouth. King sends it around the back of the net. Peters now loses that puck, and East Hants coming the other way. King does a job there. Maddie here into the zone. Maddie trying to get it to Eustis. Eustis trying to get it on his backhand and can't. Feltham appears that he's possibly ready to come back in. And fast whistle there. 4:42. I think Feltham's going to try to hit the net. He is. Potty's coming out. That equipment issue resolved now. Face off back to the blue line. Shot, and Havy almost tips it into the open side of the net. Feltham getting screened, trying to push his player out. Feltham's going to take the penalty here. Feltham's going to get the roughing call. What? Yeah. Still not allowed to do it. Oh, looks like we did get the game sheet updated now. So we're good. And Dartmouth is sending... I never saw who went to the bench for Feltham. Feltham's taking 2 for a roughing here. Shot and a cover. And the ref giving a talking to as Feltham had that covered and got poked there after the whistle. Face off one, drop back. East Hants holding. Shot wide. Day now loses that. It comes out front over to the far side. Can Keegan get to it? No. Maybe. Keegan's got it. He's going to send that down the ice. 1:35 remaining in Feltham's roughing call. They put Eustis in the box. They didn't even actually credit it to Feltham, but he 100% took the roughing call. Both goalies now tonight taking some penalties. Love to see that every once in a while. Walker trying to clear this out. Can't. East Hants now with it. Keegan trying to lift it out and can't. It's held. 1:08 remaining in the power play for East Hants. Havy now sends it to center. Logan to Keegan. Keegan back to Logan. Logan lifts it in. Dartmouth now with a 5-2 lead. Short-handed from Logan and Keegan back and forth. Rough start here, but Dartmouth solidly ahead at this point. The Cole Harbour game as a final 3-0 Cole Harbour against Bedford Blue. So we'll do an updated standings after this one is finalized. 45 seconds remaining in this penalty. Riggs in low. Back Casey Tanner at the red line. Goes off a player. O'Regan misplays it. East Hants shot and Feltham with the glove save. With 2:53 remaining. And 29 seconds left. Dartmouth now sending this up and down the ice. Casey Tanner sends it down. 22 seconds left in the power play for East Hants. Ingram now, and that does it. Whistle is gone. The clock is over. 2:40 left on the clock, but Dartmouth will win this game. 5-2 is the final. And in a standings update now, Dartmouth will secure 4th place. Cole Harbour with 41, Bedford White with 34, Sackville Orange with 34, and Dartmouth with 29 points here ahead of Bedford Gold. We'll be back on Thursday in Spryfield when Dartmouth takes on Shabukto Green. And we'll have that game for you here on YouTube Live. On behalf of the coaching staff, this is Greg Feltham saying goodnight from East Hants, and stay warm over the next few days with this polar vortex coming in.